Hey guys, it's Laur here and I'm back today with another speed build video. So today we are renovating the 910 Medina Studios, which I believe is more commonly referred to as Salim Benali's apartment. It's the really run-down, grungy looking one in San Myshuno, and it's also one of my favourite apartments to renovate because it's so small. I definitely feel like I struggle with the larger apartments. They're just too big and I run out of ideas of what to put in them, and I genuinely like to play with smaller lots so that I can clutter them, and I feel like if I was to renovate a large apartment it would take me literally weeks to finish an apartment. Using the tool mod again. I explained a little bit about this in my last video, but basically I'm a huge fan of using the tool mod, and it definitely comes in handy if you're a keen builder and you want to be able to edit apartments. It's something that we're not actually given the right to do in the game, so this mod allows us to pick up an object which is not available on the grid and to effectively move it or change it or delete it or anything that you want to do with it, really. If you are a keen builder and you do have access to mods and you can run them, I definitely would recommend downloading this. I believe it's made by Twisted Mexi, which I will leave in the description below so you can go and pick that up. And if you do need some help or some tips and you'd like to ask me anything on how to use it, then feel free to drop me a message on Instagram or you can tweet me. All of my social links are in the description below. Just cluttering up the kitchen with some cool decorative objects. I feel like it really gives the apartments or any sort of house more of a lived-in vibe, which I definitely strive for when I'm building in The Sims. I do like to make it as homely and as realistic as possible because that's just sort of how I like to play my game. It is a bit of a pain when it comes to furnishing and building because I end up taking way too much time sort of going through the buy debug menu and pulling out everything that doesn't actually work or have a purpose but just looks nice, but it's good fun to do, and I think it turned out really nicely in the end. I'm a huge fan of the Snowy Escape table that you see me placing right now. I just think it fitted Salim Benali's vibe so well, and I just knew instantly that I had to use that table. Just creating a shelf as a desk area. I originally wasn't going to include a computer in this build, but I figured that it just needed to be there. He needed to have an option to be able to surf the internet, and from what I understand of Salim, he's big into gaming, he's big into like the social media influence gamer type things, so I felt like he needed to have an option to do some online gaming and some tournament playing and that kind of thing. Actually a really cool trick that I picked up from another Sims creator. I can't remember their name, but if I do I'll put it in the description below. But basically it's using those debug lights to create better lighting in the game, because I don't know if you've noticed, but some of the plants, if you place them inside, they become really shadowy and just look really weird. I'm not really sure if it's a glitch or if they're meant to be outdoor plants and that's why it's happening. I'm not really sure, but these lights, when you place them, they don't actually show up in live mode, so you get the light effect but you don't get the weird light shape, and it worked really well because I could make the plant look like it was properly lit without having to use an actual light object. I tried to use really bright furniture in this build, so the couches and the chair is from the new Paranormal Stuff pack. I love every single item from that pack, and I am not into paranormal stuff like at all, so that's really saying something. But the style of the objects are just so perfect, and the colours and the patterns and the texture, it just all is beautiful. I cannot thank the Sims team enough for finally, you know, really giving us some gorgeous content. It feels like in the last couple of years the stuff packs have been getting way better, and like the game packs are becoming way better, maybe with the exception of Journey to Batu, but that's a chat for another video. I'm not going to go into that now, but I definitely feel like the quality of the objects that have been created in the last maybe 2 years, 3 years have just been on a whole nother level. Do let me know what your favourite add-on is for the game in the comments below, whether it's a stuff pack, a game pack, expansion pack, and have you bought the latest pack, Paranormal Stuff, yet? So getting back to the build, we're now focusing on Salim's bedroom. And I kind of struggled at first with how I wanted to arrange everything. So you'll see me moving things around a couple of times, but eventually I did sort of settle on a layout. Fun thing to note, the keyboard is actually functional. I did go in and play test this build. The only thing that's not functional is the chair that's under the window, but there's plenty of places for him to sit, so I didn't think it was really that big of a deal. And then we just go in and put some nice posters up because I felt like he was the kind of sim that would probably have posters all over his bedroom. So I wasn't really sure which lamp I wanted to use or which lighting objects I wanted to use in this bedroom, and in the end I settled on one that came with Journey to Batu, ironically enough, but I did kind of feel like it gave the room a bit of character, and it's something that I don't really use many of those objects, to be honest with you, so it was a nice sort of change to finally use something like that. So here I am just in the little utilities closet, which I've used to wall off the electrical box and the water pipes. That area is actually still functional. The mouse hole is covered. However, if you do decide to download this build and put it in your game, you can just move the table out the way if you need to catch the little rat that comes to visit. So now I'm just placing down some more plants in the living room to make it look a bit more green. I'm in love with that plant that came with the Paranormal Stuff pack. It's just annoying that it's really big and it kind of clips through the wall. So I did have to size it down, but I feel like in the end it did actually look quite cute there. In the bathroom, decorating that. It's a very sparse bathroom. I didn't really do much to it, just stuck in the essentials, and that was pretty much it. I really tried to make that bookcase work, but it just wouldn't fit, but there is a bookcase next to the TV. Has any really cool suggestions of things they'd like to see me build in The Sims 4, then please do let me know in the comments below. Overall, I think this build is a vast improvement on Salim's original apartment, so I'm really glad how it turned out. But of course, if you think that I should have done something differently or perhaps should have gone in a different direction, then do let me know below. So now we are coming to the end of the video and where these screenshots are. As always, if you like this build and you want to put it in your game, you can find it on the gallery. Just search for my username, which is laursimming. There's no mods or CC in this build, so you should be absolutely fine to go ahead and download that and put it in your game. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, do subscribe if you're new here, and leave me a comment and let me know what you thought. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!